Yes, my friends, things are looking bad for the Baltimore Ravens. John Harbaugh's recent press conference has raised significant concerns among fans and analysts. I'll tell you all about it in a moment, but first make sure you've hit the like button if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan. If possible, write something like this: the Ravens are going to the Super Bowl, I believe. Despite everything, I still believe. Many people are criticizing John Harbaugh's handling of Justin Tucker's ongoing struggles and the state of the team's offensive line. Tucker, once revered as the most reliable kicker in NFL history, is now facing unprecedented criticism after a series of missed field goals and extra points this season. For a team that has relied heavily on Tucker's accuracy for years, this decline is not only unexpected, it's alarming. The conversation begins with Harbaugh's firm decision to stick with Tucker, despite growing calls for a change. Harbaugh explained his position, emphasizing Tucker's legendary career and the confidence he has in his ability to turn things around. He noted that Tucker has performed exceptionally well in practice and before games, reiterating that the Ravens are not interested in sending a negative message by introducing a kicking competition. However, that loyalty has not translated into results on the field, and repeated mistakes are taking their toll, not only on the scoreboard, but also on the trust of fans. Tucker's decline is a multi-layered issue. Since the start of the 2022 season, when Jordan Stout became the team's holder following Sam Koch's retirement, there has been speculation about whether the change in personnel has contributed to Tucker's struggles. The team has made no adjustments to this dynamic, even though the kicking unit's issues persist. Ravens fans have pointed out that the team could experiment with different holders or even bring Koch, now part of the Ravens staff, into a consulting role to help address the problem. Yet Harbaugh has dismissed such changes, citing confidence in the current setup. The trust in Tucker is understandable given his track record. An undrafted rookie in 2012, Tucker quickly earned his place as one of the greatest kickers in NFL history, contributing to the Ravens' Super Bowl 47 victory and countless game-winning moments. But this year, the narrative is different. Every time Tucker lines up for a kick, be it a field goal or an extra point, there's an unease among fans that wasn't there before. Missed kicks have become a grim reality, and Harbaugh's reluctance to make changes is starting to feel like a gamble the team can't afford to take. Harbaugh's approach to the offensive line has also drawn criticism. The interior line, particularly Daniel Filele and Patrick Mekari, has been a point of weakness throughout the season. Harbaugh acknowledged their struggles but indicated that no changes are planned during the bye week. He praised the overall efforts of the line while downplaying the impact of their inconsistency. This has left fans questioning whether players like Ben Cleveland or Andrew Voorhees, who have yet to see significant opportunities this season, might offer a better solution. The question lingers: is Harbaugh sticking with struggling starters out of loyalty, or does he genuinely believe they give the team the best chance to succeed? This is where the narrative turns to Harbaugh's history of decision-making. In previous situations, the Ravens have shown a willingness to make tough calls. For example, when the defense was struggling earlier this season, the team benched high-priced safety Marcus Williams and even tried different combinations to address the issues.
Although those moves didn't yield immediate results, they demonstrated a commitment to doing whatever was necessary to improve. Fans are now wondering why the same level of urgency isn't being applied to the kicking game and the offensive line. Harbaugh's faith in Tucker, while admirable, is starting to feel like a double-edged sword. Tucker's resume speaks for itself, but the NFL is a what-have-you-done-for-me-lately league. The Ravens are in a position where every point matters, and missed kicks can be the difference between a win and a loss. With playoff aspirations on the line, the question becomes whether the team can afford to stay the course with Tucker and the current offensive line configuration, or if changes are necessary to avoid more costly mistakes. Now, Ravens fans, this is where you come in. What do you think about Harbaugh's unwavering loyalty to Tucker and the offensive line? Do you believe Tucker can turn things around, or is it time to explore other options? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates as we continue to cover these critical issues facing the team. Another pressing topic from Harbaugh's press conference was the broader impact that these struggles might have on the team's playoff hopes and overall morale. With a competitive AFC race tightening week by week, the Ravens can't afford to let recurring issues go unresolved. While Harbaugh expressed confidence in his team's ability to rebound, the questions surrounding Tucker and the offensive line aren't going away, especially given their potential to cost the team in high-stakes situations. Justin Tucker's case is particularly perplexing because his struggles seem to defy logic. Harbaugh highlighted that Tucker's technique hasn't visibly changed and noted that his mental preparation is as thorough as ever. However, fans and analysts alike are wondering if the issue might be more complex. Some have speculated about potential mechanical tweaks or even subtle changes in the snap-hold-kick operation. Tucker himself has stayed relatively quiet, apart from taking full responsibility for his misses during post-game interviews. The team's commitment to not publicly criticizing their star kicker is commendable, but the lack of transparency only fuels more speculation. Is Tucker's decline a mental block, a physical issue, or something else entirely? The offensive line's struggles add another layer of complexity. The interior line's inability to consistently protect quarterback Lamar Jackson has been a recurring theme throughout the season. Harbaugh addressed this by praising Jackson's ability to make plays despite pressure, but stopped short of directly addressing the underperformance of specific linemen. This has led some fans to question whether Harbaugh is too loyal to his veteran players or too hesitant to disrupt team chemistry by making changes mid-season. Meanwhile, calls for younger talent like Andrew Voorhees to get a shot are growing louder. Voorhees, a 7th-round pick from USC recovering from an ACL injury, has shown promise in limited reps during practice. His potential insertion into the lineup could provide a spark, but Harbaugh remains non-committal. Another factor worth noting is the team's bye-week timing. Harbaugh confirmed that the coaching staff is using the break to evaluate every aspect of the team's performance. However, his comments suggested that any changes made during this period are more likely to involve game planning rather than personnel shifts. This conservative approach has been a hallmark of Harbaugh's coaching philosophy, but it's also one that has drawn criticism during challenging stretches. With the postseason on the horizon, fans are asking whether sticking to the status quo is a calculated risk or a missed opportunity to make bold adjustments. One aspect Harbaugh didn't touch on directly but is worth discussing is the psychological toll these struggles might take on the team. Players like Tucker and the offensive linemen under scrutiny are undoubtedly feeling the weight of expectations. For Tucker, the pressure to maintain his legacy as the league's best kicker must be immense. For the linemen, knowing that every missed block could lead to more criticism only adds to the challenge. This underscores the importance of not just technical adjustments, but also fostering a supportive team environment where players can regain confidence without feeling like scapegoats. Looking ahead, the Ravens' schedule doesn't leave much room for error. With matchups against division rivals and other AFC playoff contenders, every game will be critical. If the kicking game or offensive line falters in a tight contest, it could have season-altering consequences. Fans are now looking to Harbaugh to prove that his faith in these players isn't misplaced and that his decisions are rooted in more than just loyalty. Ultimately, this situation highlights the fine line between loyalty and pragmatism. Harbaugh's unwavering support for Tucker and his offensive linemen reflects a belief in their ability to overcome adversity. But as the Ravens gear up for the postseason, the team must confront a harsh reality. The margin for error in the NFL is razor thin. Whether Harbaugh's approach will pay off remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, these next few weeks will define the Ravens season. Now it's your turn, Ravens fans. Should Harbaugh stick with Tucker and the current offensive line, or is it time to make some bold moves? Do you believe in the coaching staff's ability to turn things around, or are you starting to lose faith? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned for more in-depth coverage of this evolving story. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the latest updates.